Hi guys, so by the thumbnail you can see the top that we're making. First we're going to be drafting our pattern, so I'm just creating lines to start. Now I'm getting my shoulder measurements divided by 2. I'm sorry my hand is covering it, but my shoulder measurement is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5, so that's what I'm marking right there. And then I get my 1 inch for the slant, so that's the shoulder slope. And after that I just get my armhole, which is your bust divided by 6, then you add 1.5. So now I'm just creating a straight line to connect it. And after that I'm going to measure my neck width, which is 3.5. I'm marking it now, and then I would connect it to the shoulder slant, I don't know. And then I went inwards by half an inch again because of the top we're making, to give it a more fitted look. And after that I'm just going to take my vertical measurements, my shoulder to waist, and then my shoulder to hip, or the length of your top. So mine, I'm just getting my shoulder to waist measurements now. I'm going to mark it again so I can draw a straight line to connect it together. And that's what I'm doing right here. As you can see, I hope you guys are following and you're doing the same thing. This is very, very beginners friendly. And now the next thing I'm going to do on my chest line, because that's my chest line, I'm going to measure my bust divided by 4. So your round bust divided by 4, and then I'm going ahead to add 2 inches for sewing allowance. That's why you can see the second mark right there, so don't be confused. And my waistline, I'll do the same thing. My waist divided by 4, add my 2 inches. On my hemline, I add my hip divided by 4, and then 2 inches measurement. Now for my waist to my hip, I like to use my curved ruler, because you know your girl is hip C. Yes, I ain't straight, I'm curvy. All right, yeah. But yeah, now I went in by 1 inch as well to connect to that my shoulder slope, just to give it a more cinched look at the neck. And now I'm just going to be determining the half of the armhole, and then now use it to connect to my bust measure. I'm sorry for this, my hand that is blocking it. Sorry, I'll do better next time. And now I went in by 2 inches. So because of the top is not going to be your regular shoulder measurement, so you have to cinch that shoulder by 2 inches. So that's what I did, and basically that's all. So we're not using that or anything. Now we'll just go ahead to cut out our pattern. This is a very, very free top, a very, very free top. Most people use stretchy fabric, but for me I'm using Ankara, so we're going to be adding zip. Now I folded my fabric in 2, then I have 2 pieces, but it's folded in 2, as you can see, because I want to cut the front and the back together. Now we're not going to be adding the zip to the side, to the back, I mean. That's why you see that there's no zipper allowance at the back, but we'll be adding it to the side. So from that 2 inches that we added for our allowance, we're going to use 1 inch for the zip. But first of all, we just need to cut it out first. Now this part is very, very tricky, so you guys have to really, really look at it. Okay, now I'm just opening the parts that I've cut, the front and the back, and I'm doing the right sides facing each other. Now let me show you how we are going to get our neck cutting. First, fold your fabric the normal way. Okay, you see that part that I marked? Normally if you're doing your neck, that's where you would use to connect to your neck depth, right? You see, that's why I marked it. So from that point, we're going to connect it to our armhole depth, because it's a one-hand top, right? So from that middle point in the neck side, you connect it straight. See that part that I'm showing you guys? Connect it. If you're following me, you'll be able to get this top very simply. Just use your curved ruler to form like a curved line, and then connect it to your armhole curve. And then from there I'm going to add half an inch to the top, just for sewing allowance. So when I'm turning it with my bias tape, I have allowance for that. So basically that's all. and then we'll go ahead to cut it. If this is seeming hard to understand, you guys can let me know, because this is Ankara fabric. I also want to try making one with a stretchy fabric, so we're going to do it again, but just let me know. And the parts that is hard for you to understand, also leave it in the comment section. But now the next thing we're going to do, you know, I left 2 inches on each side for sewing allowance. Now I'm marking using marker on my Ankara because this is my personal outfit, and I'm using this one to do it like a YouTube video. Don't go and use marker on your customers Ankara. Oh, I did not tell you that one. No, I will deny you in public straight, faster than Jesus. Peter even denied Jesus. So I'm just marking the 2 inches on each side just for you guys to see the allowance. Now on this other side that we cut out the shoulder part, you see the side that the slant is coming in, that's where we are going to be putting our zip, because that part is where your hand you only have one shoulder on this top. It's like a one shoulder top, right? Let's call it a one shoulder top or one arm top. Either way, let me know what we should call it. So now the next thing to do, I'm just showing you the parts that we're going to sew close up with our bias tape, and voila, that's it. See, I've already marked out an extra 1 inch from that part that I was telling you. So that 1 inch, I'm reducing it. So that 1 inch is what we're going to use for our zipper. Okay, you can use the 2 inches. It's totally up to you. Just that me, I don't want the fabric to be too much on that side. And you know, this is my first time sewing this top too as well, so we are learning as we go. Right now I've gone ahead to attach the zip on this one already. So from that 1 inch that is remaining, just do your zip, just normal way that you attach your zip. Just go ahead and attach it, and it will come out looking like this. It will come out looking nice. Like I always say, if you want to sew something for your customer, first sew it for yourself. Sew it for yourself. Sew it for your brother's girlfriend, you know, your family people, your tenants. Be sure that it's very good. But now the next thing we're going to do is turn with our bias tape, okay, to give that neckline, to make it look very crispy and look very neat. Okay, it has to look neat. Like, girl, come on, what are you doing? We don't play over here. Now, I decided to show you guys this sewing part because I know most times we watch like videos and they don't show us the sewing part. So I'm just showing you guys. It's not like I'm better or anything, no, but I'm just showing you guys this part. So this is how you use your bias tape for beginners. This one is just for beginners. So if you are Ogbangba already like Vicky James, this one is not for you. This one is for people that are just starting. Okay, so this is how you use your bias tape to turn. You see now it's looking neat. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just turning everything, the neck side for the front, the back, and then I'm going to use that same bias tape because you know we are not attaching sleeve to this one. So I will need to use the bias tape to close up the armhole. Some people use just the fabric to close it up, but I feel like bias tape makes it look more neater. You know, over here, it's all about the neatness, okay? It's all about the what? The neatness. Even you yourself, you don't want to wear clothes that it will be doing somehow. Now, at this point, we're done. You see how neat it is with the bias tape right now? Look at the armhole. That's what I'm telling you. I went ahead to hem it too, and this is the zip part. Everything is looking clean. I love you guys, and make sure to comment, subscribe, and like. All right, now let's get to the top. Let me see if you guys can see it. It looks really beautiful for the first time. So I think next time what we can do is reduce, like when we're cutting the neck, go in more, like with maybe an inch or so, or half an inch, maybe 1 inch, so at least we have more space right here. But I like it like this though. It's not so exposing, and then I'm still wearing my bra. I feel like, okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. I'm looking at my mirror as well, so you can put your hair, get your bag, put on your heels, and we're good to go, or your sandals. I think it's more like a casual top, right? And this is the back. The back too looks really nice. And you see why we put the zip at the side? So, what do you guys think? I think we should remake another one. Let me know if we should make another one. But I'm thinking of adding this to my store, to my website. So, but I'm gonna wear this out today. I'm looking super cute. See? Yeah, you can put your bag there, or you can put it here, and you just like, oh, hi, can I please get a cup of ice cream? Okay, how much is it? With your shades, with your glasses. Oh. Okay, let me just cut over here. But yeah, I think it looks really, really pretty. So you see, we used 1 yard to make this, 1 yard of fabric to make this. That's why it's not so long. But if you want yours to be longer, because this is more like cropped, I think. If you want yours to be, oh, my skill. If you want yours to be longer, then, you have to maybe use 1.5 yard. But this is 1 yard, and it looks really pretty. I like it. So, yeah. To make it more easier, you can use elastic. Then you will not need the zip at the side. You can use elastic fabric, like stretchy fabric. So by the time you use that, it's just gum your butt. You don't need zip. So, but this one we're using Ankara. That's why we needed the zip, and I like it. So, till the next one. Bye, guys.